that slide through control. He might get crucifixed here.
Gotta be very careful here.
Yeah, he's gonna get crucifixed. He's gonna pin that arm in between his legs. Now he went to the back again.
Notice how he continues to grab the wrist. He takes the left wrist and over.
Oh, look at that arm. Look at that roll. Oh, Drew's he's in big trouble.
Oh, he still got it, but
he's gonna break his arm.
Drew's okay here.
Oh my God.
Now he's not.
Barely okay.
Now he's gonna be in trouble here. Oh,
he's gonna
short
switch
time.
to a leg. If he can't get that arm, he's gonna switch to that leg. Now Drew's on top. Man.
That was a slick transition there to that arm.
Man, some serious grappling by Makhachev.
This corner cam is brought to you by Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Grab one today at Casey's.
When would we do this one? It's just one week? No, it hasn't. Maybe for this it has, yeah. You ready for the same? Same plan. Stay outside, work outside, nice and relaxed. Throw the head kicks, throw low kicks. You have to take him down.
Look at this smoothness. Look at it. Whoop, slips over, hooks over with the right leg, goes into the armbar, and credit to Drew Dober for getting out of here, because there were some dark moments here.
Yes.
Like right there. That's a bad spot. Drew gutted it out, got his arm free. We don't know how damaged it is, but what we saw was the reason why so many people are so high on this young man.
Well, Dober did a great job of getting his hips over to the opposite side right away. If he would have stayed on that near side, he would have found himself in even more trouble.
All rounds begin on the feet. Dober trying to find a home for that patented left hand. No surprise, Javier Mendez and Khabib Nurmagomedov want Makhachev to pursue another takedown. There's a single leg shot.
But now Drew Dober's arm's going to be gassed out. It's going to be really hard for him to get off those punches, and I think he's going to be more reluctant to throw kicks. Now he knows how strong.
Look at that.
His
See that? It's all the trips.
Yeah.
It's all the trips when they get you along the side of the octagon, right? Drew Dober was able to defend the initial takedown, defend the shot off the leg, lifted the underhook, put him back against the fence, and then went to the inside-out trip. Great job by Islam.
He's got Elliot Marshall screaming out grappling instructions to him to try to help him here, but the problem is the level difference is so high.
Well, he's better off right now because he's by the octagon, right? He can try to use it as a barrier to get back to his feet.
Dober trying to get up on a hip. Shape your legend at EA Sports UFC 4. Get up to 50% off for a limited time on Xbox One and PS4.
Dober tried to post up on that right arm, and Islam just snatched it up. And now he's got a better situation.
Yep.
He's close, but Makhachev's got his hands clasped underneath Dober's hips. And if Dober does get up, he's likely going to go for a ride.
He's going to try to step over the legs and then try to figure four those two legs as Dober's against the side of the octagon.
That's the Khabib special.
We are through 7 minutes, and perhaps you see why Makhachev is among the most avoided guys in this division. Having his way with Drew Dober thus far tonight.
Stay busy, guys.
And if you're Dober, maybe you hope you can cause enough inaction to result in a stand-up, but most elite referees will let you work here.
Drew Dober at this point is just exhausted by the continuous pressure and just the elite high-level grappling of Islam. He's just so good.
You know what? One of the main issues, Joe, is when you fight a guy that's such a fantastic grappler, right? It's not only the physical damage that they do to you, but the mental, right? Because you think, I've trained so hard for this. and then you go, I've done so many get-ups, I've escaped so many times, but it doesn't seem to be working, and that's discouraging. That starts to play on your mind, and then you accept being on your back with these guys on top of you, and it only gets worse as the fight goes on.
And then you hope, okay, I survived this round, and I'll be stood up at the beginning of the third round, and that's the chance. But by then, his arms are gassed out, and Makhachev's just been controlling him completely.
And then you find yourself right back here, right?
Yeah.
And then the round starts, and you get put back there again. And then all those memories of the round before creep right back into your head, and you're almost at a loss. But it's something to be said about, multiple times I've heard you guys say this. You train for a certain guy with a lot of different people, but it's never that guy. Until you feel that guy and you realize, wow, this is much different than what I intended it to be.
But you gotta recognize too, this guy survived Davi Ramos, right? Davi Ramos is one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the sport, and Makhachev had no problems with him.
That was a close, Davi Ramos is insane. Took the fight on short notice.
Yes.
It probably was the best fight against Islam for a long time,
Yeah.
That speaks to how good Davi Ramos is.
But it also speaks to how good Islam is.
Yes.
Because Davi Ramos is an Abu Dhabi world champion.
And Islam was able to grapple with him, take him down, and win the fight.
That's what's crazy. Oh my
Crushing elbows there from
Smashing
Makhachev.
elbows.
Putting the finishing touches on what can only be described as a 10-8 round.
Yeah. And round one could have been. Round one could have been 10-8. I'm not certain, but this one feels more like a 10-8 round for Makhachev.
Dober having to work awfully hard defensively here. And in all likelihood, we'll need a finish in round 3. And Danny, we're going to look back at that early takedown for Islam Makhachev. Really makes it look easy.
Yeah, this was beautiful. Watch Islam take the single leg here. He gets it on the single. He comes up to his feet immediately, right? Not trying to wrestle on the ground. Now pause it right there. Now instead of taking Drew Dober and trying to lift the leg up, Islam takes the backside hand, clubs across the face of Drew Dober, and this foot right here steps behind here in order to finish that takedown. Watch it here. Watch the step and the club. Same time, same action, puts Dober on his butt for the finish. But now Drew Dober has seen that takedown, so he defends it the second time, right? He was able to defend the second one. Oh, they're showing the first one again. Club across. Oh, no, he defends here. Islam takes him to the fence. Now he's defended the single, thinks, oh, okay, I'm doing good. But watch. Inside-out trip. Boom.
Wow.
Puts him right back on his back. So it's multiple different takedown attempts that you have to worry about. So now what does Dober expect? The single, the double, or does he have to defend trips and takedowns against the side of the octagon?
And he also
Last
knows
round, boys.
he's
Here we go.
deep in the hole 2 rounds, and he's got to
Yes.
finish this fight.
He's got to let it all fly. Dober's got to start throwing left hands with reckless abandon at this point.
All right, round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. That's just the 7th strike landed by Dober tonight. Too easy.
Dober looked like he almost pulled guard there, right? Almost looked like he was bear hug. Yep, he was getting bear hug. Islam started to lace the leg on the inside. He was able to bear hug him back to his back.
There's a thing that happens that you see even in training when a guy just continues to just dominate so hard. They sort of accept it.
Yes. Well, we've seen this with Khabib on multiple occasions where Khabib takes him down, takes him down, takes him down. Then eventually, as his career went longer, we saw him securing finishes, right? Because the pressure, the dominance became so apparent that the opponents couldn't handle it. And right now you're seeing that with Islam Makhachev against Drew Dober, who is extremely tough.
And Drew is trying to get that Kimura. One thing it might be able to do for him is open up space where he can get back up to his feet if he's got the energy.
Stay off the spine.
He's trying real hard with this Kimura and he loses this.
Seems like we've seen a change in strategy for Dober, trying to get offensive here off of his back.
Look at the shoulder pressure, though. Look at Dober's face.
Islam Makhachev